back to the vlog. I have something to admit. I have been in a creative rut a little bit. I have attempted to decorate for fall several times on several different occasions and several different days for a while now. I have all my stuff that I want to use, and I don't know, been playing around with different like flowers in the pots, and like something is like not working. And I'm like, okay, let me take a break from it. Let me film something else. And then, you know, I'll start working on something else and I'll come back to it. I'm like, okay, with a new refreshed kind of look. I'm like, okay, nothing. It's like something about it. I have like I don't know, I'm in like a creative rut with that specifically. So I do have supplies and I am gonna work on it, but I figured I'd take another one of my breaks and continue to just get things accomplished at the house, which is, I feel like I've spent all of September really doing that. In addition to hosting family and stuff, like when my mom was here, we prioritized getting the arch done, painting the living room. We did some other things that I didn't even film, just like trying to like get things wrapped up and finished, and like not having projects that I need to go back to. And so one thing that I did do while my mom was here was actually sand this table down. We've been living with the plastic on top of it, which this is if you're gonna have a plastic tablecloth, it might as well have lace on it. It's a very pretty tablecloth. I feel like it would make it even better and less like I'm, you know, protecting my furniture with plastic if the plastic was like a matte. So they need to make that. We need to make the plastic a matte finish and then have the lace, and I think it would be like perfect and it would protect the furniture. I actually got this tablecloth for underneath tablecloths, like to have a pretty fabric tablecloth but to still protect the table underneath. I wanted this as a second layer. So we've been living with it like this because I've already done the work on sanding the table down. I don't want to do it again, but I did test, like if you guys saw that vlog, I did test some polyacrylic sealer and it changed and altered the color of the table. And I was like, no, this is a no-go. We've got to find, I at least have to exhaust all of the other options before committing to changing anything. And I want the table to be more durable. So on that video, you guys actually commented a lot of great ideas. And as soon as I read this comment, I was like, oh, a wax finish. And I don't know why I didn't think of it. It's because it's literally what I used on the table at the cottage. So I was like, what am I thinking? Like, why didn't I just do that? But I did go into this whole table refinishing process as wanting it to be more durable than that, but it does offer a very, very beautiful luster, and I don't think that it's going to change the color at all. I actually tested it on the underside in a wax I already had from a different project that was actually a darker color, because you can get it like kind of tinted, and it's a beautiful luster. It did change it to that color, but I think if I get the right color, it's gonna work. So we're gonna run to the store, just a little hardware store, and pick up some polishing wax. So while we run the errand and we actually do this project and get the table finished, I asked you guys over on Instagram if you had any questions for me. We can do like a Q&A, like a catch up, and I can answer your questions and I don't know, just catch up. It's been since I was pregnant, and I was actually doing the windows in the kitchen, restoring them when we actually did the Q&A, and that must have been at least 7 months ago now. So I'll be answering some questions here on the vlog and then some questions over on Instagram because there were so many. So I'm gonna try and hit all of the recurring ones as much as I could like thumb through. Although I am stuck with some of the fall like inside, I did decorate the patio, which I really like, the porch. I really like it. I need to add a mat and a wreath, and I think it's gonna be like complete, and I think it'll be really nice to enjoy it. It's so festive when you walk up to the house. It's like, so the exterior looks great. It's like, the interior needs some help. If you could change one thing about the kitchen, what would it be? I mean, this kitchen is really spot on to what I wanted, and I really fought really hard to get everything that I wanted. There were some things I had to compromise on just for design wise. You know, like the cabinets don't touch the ceiling, but they go as high as I could go with the slant of the ceiling, but I don't mind it at all. I think that it accomplishes what I wanted, which is the cabinets going as high as they can so that they feel designer and elevated. And I actually like this. I think it's exactly what this kitchen needed and should be. One thing I could change, having switches. This aggravates me so much. Aggravates me. That one is the master. Then we have a switch that talks to that to turn on when you walk into the room, because you have to have that for code. I hate that. It had to be there though. That was like the only wall space. But I have a DIY that I'm gonna do very soon on that, so stay tuned. I have something to remedy that, so stay tuned. But if I could change anything, it would not be like, I want them concealed. I don't want to look at stuff like that. And that was the only color I could have. The other colors looked bad. I didn't like them. I played around with so many flowers in this pot that it's like nothing was working. Nothing. So it's just like the pampas is left in here because I was just like, nothing is working. Do you guys like the pizza oven you bought? Thinking about getting one. Babe, do you like the pizza oven that we got? Hello? Hello? I don't know where he went. I didn't personally cook in it because, you know, Romeo's the chef. But yes, it did take a little bit to learn how to do it because it cooks fast. They make the pizzas in under 90 seconds. 90 seconds? 60 seconds? Don't quote me. So it's very low, like it doesn't take any time at all to make them. And so you have to be turning the pizza like really quickly in order for it not to burn because the flames come from the back. And also you have to get the oven hot enough to start with so that the plate that the pizza sits on is really, really hot. And so that's the way that the dough underneath the pizza is going to cook. You have to make sure you crank it all the way up and leave it on for a while so that it can heat up. But yes, we love it. We made pizzas for days, like a week. We used all the rest of the dough that I made. And he said my dough was really good. My dough recipe, really good. I'll put it in if you want to try it out. Did you like the pizza oven that we got?
Yeah, works really
yeah.
Cooks really fast.
Cooks really fast.
I haven't used it, but okay.
Yeah. So this plastic, this tablecloth came with the fabric, little gauzy fabric to go in between, because then the plastic, if it sits together, it'll stick. So I kept it, and I kind of just put it back on top and fold it. Advice for being productive and not falling victim to doom scrolling. Woo! Discipline. I fall victim of it too. I find that my biggest problem is procrastinating starting a new project. Sometimes if I just go ahead and get started, I feel a lot better and I keep going. You know, sometimes it's just like the productivity just comes from just like not taking the jump and not going in, not diving into a project. I do like scroll mindlessly sometimes, not so much since I had the baby. Realized one day I was like, why am I on the social media instead of staring at his face? Like, I want to, you know, be with him. So anytime I'm not working or we're not watching like maybe a movie with as a family or something, watching TV at night, I'm with baby. So like I don't spend too much time doom scrolling anymore. Procrastinating can totally kill your productivity. So if you try and go ahead and get started, at least that's what helps me. And then it goes back into the drawer. In my whole drawer that I have for my linens and pretty napkins and things. Makes me very happy.
So the next question is, Kate is getting so big. Do you think you're gonna have another baby? Kate is getting big. It's so crazy. I think that because he's getting bigger so quickly, it's actually made me realize that this year is gonna go by so fast with him and he's gonna change so much that I just don't want to miss it. And I think that is like really teaching me to like slow down. Even before, you know, Cade was here, I produce a lot of content. Multiple times a week I have new videos, and I know you guys enjoy them. I mean, I hope you do, because I've just got so accustomed to posting 3, if not 4 times a week sometimes. Before Kate, it was already a lot. It was a lot to keep up with, so I knew when I got pregnant I had to kind of like scale back a little bit. And I went down to every other week of a new project, because it was really hard to pull off a quality project in a week's time and also do all the rest of the things and also maybe just have a life. So recently Kate has really taught me to slow down, and those moments with him I just don't want to miss. And sometimes I feel like I should be working or I should be doing something, but at the same time it's like I don't want to I'm never going to get these early years back. And so I've been a lot more kind to myself about my work schedule, and I'm very disciplined when it comes to my content schedule and stuff. So he's taught me a lot, but he is getting so big so quickly. I can't wait to see how much he weighs at his next appointment. I always look forward to it, at his 4-month appointment. And yes, we very much want to have another baby. We don't know when. I'm obviously not getting any younger, and you know, that was why we wanted to have a baby right now, is because I'm not getting any younger, and I really wanted to start that chapter in our lives, and we did. And I want him to have a sibling to grow up with. And you know, I have my brother. Even though we were a lot of years apart, I still have him, and I love that, and I want Kate to have that too. So yes, and I loved being pregnant, and I loved everything about it, so why not? You know, like why not? I do not know what life with 2 kids looks like though. I'm already a little bit, you know, like scattered. Oh my gosh, you know it's gonna be a good day when you find a meter with money in it. I have good luck like that though. When my brother and my sister-in-law were here, we went to like 6 different places, and at every place I got a meter right in front that had money in it already. Mind blowing.
I'm currently helping somebody right now.
Okay, we have secured the finishing wax. This is a min wax. I've used this one before, but I did do multiple layers. Interior use only. All surfaces must be free of dust, dirt, grease. Apply a thin, even coat of paste finishing wax with a clean cloth. Allow wax to dry thoroughly. This wax produces a hard, dry, oilless finish. Now, there's a couple of different waxes from different companies, like smaller companies than like min wax. The one I use at the cottage, I cannot remember the name of it, but it is really good. So I'm gonna try this because this is the only one that they had, and I had to ask. I'm gonna try this because I've used it before for a beautiful luster and protection.
Wait, you guys, I got a package. I ordered something cute. I did order the Uggs with the red stitching along the top. So cute for fall. I haven't bought like new shoes in so long. How cute. I wanted the red ones, and I know that they've been out for a while, but I always tend to be late when it comes to like shoe trends and stuff. Oh, so comfortable. I just wanted them for fall. I got those. I ordered them from Anthropologie because they had them this color in stock. So I wanted a new bag for fall, and I've been loving these. Oh, it's cute. I've been loving these like woven brown bags from Anthropologie. Cute. Oh, it's really soft. And I think it has like a strap, like a magnetic closure. I really like that in the gold. It has an inside pouch that you can keep your stuff in to keep it organized inside, and a strap. Oh, 2 straps. Why 2? One's thick and one's thin. You can really have any style you want. They have this one in a small and a like larger size. The thicker strap that's shorter, or the longer strap. I think they're both really cute. Look at the leather. That is so cute. Is Noel coming back? Noel was my Christmas candle for Odd and Lore, for my candle brand. And maybe there's more. Maybe there's more special things coming. I have really exciting scents coming for holiday, for sure. They will be limited edition again, just like the fall candle is right now, and there's very limited stock left. So once it's gone, it's gone. Unless it's as popular as Noel was, we'll consider like bringing it back or doing maybe a little, tweaking it a little bit maybe. Anything's limited edition, it just is not evergreen, when we won't be replenishing stock. Oh, like orangey. So this is natural color. I'm gonna test it underneath the table first, just cause. I'll be right back. Yeah, I don't see that it changed it like at all. I'm kind of nervous. I can always sand it off. There's probably better ones than this one. This is just what they had. So you can see it's a little bit, but it's not nearly as severe as the other one was. I mean, I do think it's inevitable. Everything that I use is going to change it from being raw. Obviously, it's gonna have like a wetness to it, or, you know, it's just like if I wet the table, it looks different, you know? It says to do it in like a circular motion. And when it's dry, it looks dull, which I already see it drying much duller over here. So you can see how this is starting to dry already. And these are much more darker because this is what I just did. So it's pretty close. This is unfinished and this is with the wax. Will you do the bookcases before Christmas? So I'm assuming you mean the bookcases in the living room? Yes, I think. I think I kind of have it in my schedule to work on in November. Yeah, because I want to do the patio first, and then I want to do the bookshelves. I feel like it'd be really nice because I'd love to decorate it for Christmas. So I'd love to have it done for sure. Oh yeah, I think this is working, you guys. It's definitely adding a luster. It's giving it a little more protection. Will you ever build a house rather than renovating? Oh, that's such a good question. Honestly, I feel like no. I think I just love renovating. I think I just love old houses, and I've come to like appreciate all the character that there is with old houses, and so part of who I am. But I think maybe if I found the perfect property, so to speak, that didn't have a house on it for some reason and somewhere we wanted to be, and that was my only option, yeah, I would build new, but I would bring in so many reclaimed things. I would use older materials and the things that I can use it for. Probably not the structural stuff, obviously. Would you rather build a house or renovate an old one?
Build a new one.
You would rather build a new one? Yeah. Why? Just so everything's new and functions properly? So maybe it's just me. I hope that I'm sharing, you know, you're seeing the beauty in old, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wear old clothes.
You wear old clothes, so what's the difference? He doesn't know the difference. What's your favorite thing to do these days? Be with Cade. I'm such a sucker for that baby. I hear him right now. I think we're just very much living in the newborn and baby stage, and we're really like enjoying it. Still like to do obviously all of our favorite things, like go to flea markets and he goes with us and we're outside, and my projects, obviously I love my projects. I love doing things with my hand. They're kind of my therapy. So all the same things, just with the addition of some baby things. How are you feeling? How's life as a fam of 4? Love your content. You're such an inspiration. Thank you. Thank you so much. I mean, it really means the world to me that you guys enjoy the content that I make, and it started as just a, you know, passion project for me, and it's turned into such a community, and I love making videos and I love sharing my projects, and hope that you guys find inspiration from it. So that makes me really happy. How am I doing? I'm doing really good. I mean, we could not be happier in this phase of life. It has been a struggle to find a new rhythm and a new balance, and I haven't figured it out yet. You know, some days I can't accomplish much, but others, maybe if I could just accomplish one thing on my list to do and film, and it's been hard to keep up with all my videos, like I said, because it was hard before the baby. But one thing I can keep up with is more of these casual style vlogs where we still get to do projects, but they're a little less like put together. They're a little more raw and a little more real, and me kind of figuring out my projects instead of being so picture perfect, you know, like my main channel videos. I love to produce those. Those are just a lot more work, and you know, a completely different way of filming, a completely different camera setup, a completely different everything. It's been harder to find my groove with that, but I always plan to take a little bit of a break on that channel after the renovation was completed, because it was so much. It was a lot. I needed time to like get my creative groove back on other projects. You know, I had a lot of catch up to do, and it made sense to do more of the vlog style videos on this channel instead, spending as much time with Kate as I can while also realizing that I have to work. Like, I have to work. I have to, you know, we have responsibilities, like I have to work. There's that too. So that's been a struggle for me, but as far as us and the baby, and I mean, we're doing great. We've really found our groove with him, and what he likes, what he doesn't like, how he just functions, and that makes me really happy. Really can't complain. Like, life looks so beautiful right now. What is your weekly schedule? Like, what days is filming, meetings, errands, etc.? Romeo and I have created a family schedule that's been really helping us both prioritize things in our work and things in our lives that need to keep going. Right now, Mondays and Wednesday mornings to the early afternoon is like my dedicated time to like work on any kind of project. And Romeo's with the baby, so we kind of like split that time. And then he spends those nights, since he's been with the baby all day, he spends those nights going to run his errands, go work out, do anything for like his mental health or work related things that he needs to get accomplished. And then we have days where we accomplish things together, like household chores, like cleaning the house is Tuesday, going to the grocery store, running errands, things like that we do like together. Sundays are dedicated to flea market days, which could mean that I'm working that day as well because I could be filming it. And then we both prioritize the time that the baby is sleeping and we don't have a contact nap happening. We are like, let's get stuff done. And Cade is the best in the mornings and his first nap is amazing. So we usually get a lot done in the mornings. But of course, if things like pop up and we need to pivot or we need to do something different, we work on it together because it's just him and I. As far as meetings, I don't really take a lot of meetings if I don't have to. I'd rather just email, Slack, do all of the things. And that way I can get things done on my own time instead of everyone meeting together. I've always found, even coming from like a corporate world, sometimes meetings can be incredibly productive, but sometimes you can just meet yourself kind of to death. It's like, are you getting anything done or are you just meeting to talk about it? They can be good and bad, but if I do have meetings, they're usually on Wednesdays. And trying to have like a hard stop with my work and things so that we can spend time at night as a family, like with Kate's baths and, you know, just being together. Maybe we're watching a movie. I am the least productive at night. I'm not a night owl in terms of work. I do my best work early in the mornings. So I know that about me. So that's kind of how I plan and schedule my days. This process is a little bit time consuming. More time consuming than other like polyurethane ceiling jobs. Where is someone you would love to travel to but have never been? I would love to visit more places in Europe. I would love that. We went all over on a European tour. I think it was 2023. 2022? No, I don't remember now. 2022 or 2023, we went on a European tour. We got to go to so many countries. I think we visited 9 countries in 12 days, but it was like quick. We were only there for like limited amounts of time. So I know I would love to visit more places in Europe. I know Romeo really wants to go to Japan. I would also really like to go to Japan and more Asian countries. I'm actually excited to travel with him when he's old enough, for sure, because we would love to do that. We also don't know how he's going to be on a plane, and I'm sure that will change as he gets older, but we'll have some practice going to Texas. How is Kinsley doing these days? Kinsley! Hi! Aren't you pretty? Kinsley is doing great. She's thriving. She just had a haircut 2 days ago. Yes, you did. It did take me a while to find a balance to make sure that I was giving her enough attention, you know, because she was my baby for so long, for so many years, 7 years. She'll be 7 this month in October. But you guys, I actually like this better than the raw. That actually makes me feel really good. This is wet that you're seeing right here, but the dry parts. What lights did you use for the tree pumpkins? How did you hang them? Oh, I'll put in a clip. I got these puck lights that are battery powered from Amazon that are orange, so you can't really see them inside the pumpkins. And we just used wire. Last year I used floral wire to put them up, and I couldn't find the floral wire this year, so I just used some thicker gauge wire that I had in the garage to hang them up this year. We put it through the top of the pumpkin and then twirl it around the branch, and they stay in. And none of them ever fell last year. I'll link the puck lights because I really like them. I did see a lot of questions about like what products we used for baby versus what we bought that we didn't use. And we didn't buy overboard. Like, we really didn't. And the things that we did buy, I feel like we really used, because I spent some time reading reviews, like what people used and stuff, and we kept it really minimal. I would say that the best thing that we got, which I think we both will respond the same way. What do you think the best item that we bought for what we got for the baby is?
The Brezza?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the bouncer.
Oh yeah, but like when we didn't have a kitchen.
Oh yeah,
That.
the Brezza. Bottle cleaner, dryer, sterilizer was a lifesaver for us because we didn't have the kitchen and we needed to sterilize we didn't have an oven to sterilize bottles, to heat water and everything. Like we needed it. So it really saved us. And now that we're in the kitchen, we have it. So we're obviously finding ourselves still use it. My only problem with it, it's like huge. It's like really bulky. We keep it here because it's easier to access like the water tank, you know, to go into the sink because we use it so often. So we love it, truly, but is it necessary? No. Is it convenient? Yes, but we already had it. I would say that the bouncer, the Bjorn bouncer, amazing. He loves that thing. He's taught himself how to make it bounce. He kicks his leg. He had a gift certificate from a friend of ours to Pottery Barn, and we got it on Pottery Barn. On their website, Pottery Barn Kids had him. This is a good question. Will you be doing Vlogmas? So for the past several years, I've done Vlogmas. And if you don't know what Vlogmas is, where I film and upload a video every day for the 25 days of Christmas. That's 25 videos of filming and editing, and it's a lot. It's a lot without a baby and without, you know, help, because I like to edit all of my stuff myself, and I've gotten help in the past, but I love it. I love that I edit and it's part of my process. So I edit everything. So I've been thinking about Vlogmas a lot. I know that I'm not going to want to commit to 25 days because this is Kate's first Christmas. And we want to do so much stuff, and not all of those things I might film. You know, maybe it's just for us and for our family, and I don't want to commit and then not be able to do it. That's like my worst fear. Like, say I'm gonna do something, I want to do it. I'm gonna do like a shortened Vlogmas. I'm just throwing it out there, maybe 12 days of Christmas, like 12 consecutive days, and then post as much as I can. Or maybe my regular schedule, like twice a week or something like that. But for 25 days, I don't think I can. I don't think that I would, I don't think that I should. You know what I mean? Like, I think that I should spend this time, and I want to spend this time with him, and not every day is going to be the easiest. Last year, it was pretty difficult to complete Vlogmas because I was so pregnant. I was so nauseous. We hadn't told anyone, no one knew yet. And I was trying to film every day and post every day and still function like I was not pregnant, and it was hard. This person said, what happened to the RV you had?
RV.
Did we get one and I missed it? We did not have an RV. Although it would have been cool. Remember we went to check on my brother? My brother bought that RV thing.
I remember that. I don't remember that.
Do you have any postpartum hair fallout? Yes. It actually has been making me feel some sort of way. I am taking Nutrafol, and I'm taking plenty of vitamins to hopefully like grow back the hair that I'm losing like really quickly. But I have experienced a lot. I see it a lot like here. I do have a lot of hair, so it's kind of helping, but it's kind of frustrating that, you know, like I just feel like I'm shedding, like it's insane. I wouldn't change anything. It gave me my baby. So if this is a side effect of it, that's fine with me, but it'd be nice if it didn't happen. But yeah, I am experiencing, my mom and my grandma had told me about that too. So I've been taking a lot of vitamins for it too. I bought a vintage light fixture. How do I know the wiring is good and safe? Good question. Honestly, most of the time the wiring is pretty decent, unless you can really see like exposed wires. There really isn't really anything really wrong with old wiring. Today they don't use like cloth covers or cloth sleeves for the wires anymore, because that could be a potential fire hazard. But if you have any doubts about it or feel like it could be unsafe, you can definitely have an electrician look at it. You could also rewire a light if it's not like too intricate. Like the one that we have in the kitchen was very intricate, and I actually had them in like kind of connect all the wires together. But yeah, I would just get it looked at. I actually saw a couple of comments about this, like expanding the house here, because one will obviously become a nursery slash Cade's bedroom, and then kind of lose a guest bedroom, kind of, but not really. But if we have 2 kids, you know, ideally we'd have 1 more bedroom. I thought about this a lot when we found this house, if there was anywhere on the property that we could expand things. And it's just not feasible unless we build up. And then I don't know if the foundation is there for that. Is it in the cards? I feel like I love this house so much. So I think with everything, as your family grows and you grow into a house, you kind of have to just go with the flow. You have to figure out what's going to work and how to make your house really fit your whole family. And we still have 3 bedrooms. And if, you know, we just won't have a room that's kind of dedicated to being like an office. But that's not to say that we can't convert the garage or something like that. So this section here is what I'm working on right now, still wet. And this section is fully dried. It's beautiful. It has a really pretty luster. I love that we are able to open windows now. All of these were painted shut before the kitchen renovation. So just so it's not too stinky, but it's enough to want to air it out of the house. I've been thinking about buying a paint sprayer, and I'm wondering which one you recommend. So I've gone through a couple. So I have experienced things with a couple, and I do love the one that I use now. And I'll put it on the screen and I'll link it. It's more of a stand one, and it is a little more expensive than the ones you are handheld. I had so many problems with the handheld ones, either like spit the paint sometimes, it would just wasn't the greatest. And spraying your paint gives you such a better finish. That's what they did on the hood in here, and that's what I did on all the cabinets in the kitchen before, the cabinets at the cottage, especially when doing like a larger project. This is the one that I love the most, so I'll leave it linked. Best items to make a room look cozy. Layers and textures and lighting. So like think rugs, blankets and throws. If it's a bedroom, really plush pillows, having the right temperature of light. Like in here right now, the temperature in here is bright white, which is cooler than I normally put in other rooms, because this is a task-oriented room in the house, so I really wanted to be able to see. But in other rooms, to make it feel more cozy, I would make the temperature of the lighting more warm, not all the way to warm, but more of like a soft white. I love soft white light bulbs. Candles, obviously, I have a candle brand. If you would like a candle that smells really good and looks really pretty as decor, and I think adding those can make a big impact on the space and making it feel really cozy. Like more lamps, not so much overhead lighting, but more lamp light. How do you find time to get yourself ready? My baby is 2 weeks younger than Cade. There were days when I didn't, and that's okay. There were just days that I just didn't. Romeo and I are both here, obviously, so we, you know, kind of take turns, like, okay, I'm gonna go take a shower, okay, I'm gonna go take a shower, and, you know, get ready, especially when I'm filming on certain days. When he would go down for that first nap, we would really capitalize, you know, on that time. He was so great. In the mornings, he's so great. Or I would take him in there, you know, with me, and get ready with him next to me and the bouncer and stuff. So, I mean, we made do, but I would only really get ready on days that I really needed to. Otherwise, it wasn't worth the struggle or the effort. For like 2 months after we had Cade, we still had contractors here. We still had people working on the kitchen. So it was like, kind of like I had to be ready. I had to be like filming, and they had to keep working. Otherwise we were never gonna get our kitchen back. So it really forced us to just try and figure things out, I think a lot sooner than we would have naturally. So actually so many questions about my hair. It says, your hair looks so lush. Would you mind sharing a routine? And my hair is so long. I do want to cut like a couple inches off. Cade is grabbing on to it a lot, and I know he will, you know, even if it's shorter, but like it's gotten so long. It feels kind of heavy, even though I have been losing some postpartum. My routine is literally like, I don't do much. I use good products, like good shampoo and good conditioner, switching back and forth between Kristen S and Lolavive, the Jennifer Aniston company, the Jennifer Aniston hair routine, because she has great hair. Friends, like as Rachel. So I've been switching back and forth between those two. I don't use any heat products regularly. If I do use like, I'll use my Dyson like to like dry my hair maybe once a month. So I don't color my hair, I don't dye my hair, I don't use heat. So I think because of that, my hair has stayed really healthy. I don't get it cut as regularly as I should. I haven't gotten my hair cut since December. And even before that, it was years before I got it cut. Don't really keep up with that very well, but I do use good products. And I also use a leave-in conditioner and hair oil. I'll switch back and forth between the Gizu one, which I really like, and their hair perfume, and also the Lola B one, the lightweight hair oil. I'm on my last corner. First family Halloween, what's y'all's costume? Babe, what are we gonna do for Halloween?
I'll be Rob from Love Island.
Apparently Rob from Love Island. We've been going back and forth on wanting to be like a family thing, like three of us. Should we tell him what we want him to be or just let it be a surprise?
Wait, is it what I said?
Yes.
He's gonna be Super Cade.
We think we're gonna make him a Super Kid costume. We're gonna make it and DIY his costume. But
Hopefully.
we may be two things. We may do that one and then we may be like a group one. I don't know. We'll see if we go to like a Halloween party or something. And to all of the questions about the cottage, I don't know. I just had a baby. I'm doing the best I can over here. Okay.
We will get to the cottage when we get to the cottage.
Thank you.
We are enjoying life in LA, and that's that.
Still a passion project of mine. We just had a baby and we're enjoying life so much. And we just finished this beautiful kitchen, which took everything in me to design and do while pregnant. And it was just so much fun. And I love this house so much. So I'm gonna stop doing this now because we saw some mosquitoes started to come inside. So we don't want that. Oh, did that just happen? Okay, all finished. I did the sides too and aired everything out. After it completely dries, like tomorrow morning I'll put it in this video so you can see. The tone and the color is still there, and that's what I really wanted. I know this won't be as durable, but we'll play it by ear. We'll try something different if this doesn't work, and I just want to keep the table as protected as possible while also being able to use it. It's like a balance, you know what I mean? Oh, but I hope you guys enjoyed our Q&A. I'll be answering more over on Instagram as well because there's tons. Overall, we've just been doing so good, just like adjusting, and we're 3 months postpartum and just navigating life in the best way and navigating this beautiful life in the best way possible while still doing projects and just, it's amazing. We've wanted to have a family for so long that we're soaking up every minute of this as well. And I'm so happy that I get to do my projects and also be home with Cade, and we're so happy. We love this kitchen. We've been enjoying it for a month and a half now, cooking and hosting, and it's been so much fun. So excited to finally decorate for fall if I can pull it off. If not, I'm just gonna move on to another project. I'm gonna work outside. We're gonna do the patio. I've pretty much lined up projects that I could work on for the rest of the year, like the patio, the bookshelves. I have a project outside that I'd love to do depending on weather, maybe the guest bedroom makeover, maybe a laundry room makeover. There's some things that I really want to tackle for sure. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna let this dry. The luster is really pretty. This reminds me a lot of the way that our entryway table looks. So that maybe what that has on it, maybe it was a wax finish. Who knows? Hi guys.